Good morning, my dear friends, brothers and sisters. Welcome to my channel. I'm Dr. Rakesh. Today I want to share something, a valuable lesson which I learned yesterday. Today there is a lot of information and this age itself is called as information age. So we all have gathered so much of information over a period of time and we are exposed to so much of information every day. Even if you watch a movie on a OTT or if you are scrolling through a social media platform, whether you like it or not, whether you know it or not, whether you want it or not, there is always something popping up. The advertisements or some information which I was not preferring to know. So there is huge, humongous data and information available over there. There are facts, there are decisions, there are judgments, there are gossips, there are a variety of things available to us across 24/7 for 365 days, including that one day on a leap year. How are we gathering information? What information are we looking at? Many times we don't have goals. Many times we don't know why we are doing that. Because we keep watching the movie or we keep watching the scrolls, we keep watching the reels and we keep watching the OTT platforms again and again repeatedly for n number of times and n amount of time. After the time is lapsed, then I'm remembering what was I doing for all this 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour. Or at the end of the day when I look at my phone and look at my on-screen time, it's almost hitting double digits sometimes on a weekends or on a holidays, and almost 5 to 6 hours in a weekday. What am I doing? What did I learn? So when so much of information here over there, let's look at it in the perspective of our heart and blood vessels. It's just an analogy to compare and to know how we can streamline that. Just think if our heart doesn't have valves. When the heart is beating, there is valves so that the upper chambers of the heart pumps blood into the lower chambers of the heart, and lower chambers of the heart pumps the blood into the biggest blood vessels in the in our body. So there is a streamline of motion which is created because of these valves. If the valves are not there, whenever these chambers pump, the blood in the chamber will be hither everywhere. It goes through every valve the chamber is connected to. The streamline of motion of blood is not established so that the end organ doesn't receive the blood. So the blood pressure which we calculate is because of these chambers pumping the blood and also the valves which is streamlining the flow of the blood. So these valves also make a foundation of how much blood has to go inside and which way it has to go, because the valves are very beautifully formed for this design. The problem is it cannot differentiate between the blood flowing and the poison flowing. Whether the blood flows through the valve or poison flows through the valve is not going to throw out the poison or the blood because it cannot differentiate that. So many times we keep our brain so open that anything can come inside. But is there a pathway to let it out? For that, it takes much more time because the duration of the poison which stays inside before we let it out causes so much damage to our brain, just like the poison does damage to our body. So, how to go about this information? Firstly, uh, we all are so much aware of Microsoft Excel. It's such a great tool and amazing tool which I used to hate during my college days. But now when I'm working on it practically, I'm really enjoying working on Excel. In this Excel, we have some two fantastic tools. One is filtering, the other is sorting. How are we filtering? Why do we need a filter? Because Excel spreadsheets are loaded with humongous data sometimes. And in that data, if I want to search for something specific and If I want to put a limelight on the data of my interest, then I'm using the filter data so that I can filter across various varieties and narrow down my searches to something which is specific and precise and which is of valuable to me. So by filtering the data, I'm narrowing my searches. And the other constraint today is our time. So sorting it, what specific, let's say the time filter of the duration of the video which I watch. When I sort it, I can choose across whether I want to watch a 10-minute video or I want to watch a 60 minutes video. And also most liked video against the less or least liked video. We can even sort in the which is the latest and new and which is oldest. So by in the similar way, if we see at any corporate or any zoo, park, museum, there is an entry ticket or there is a swipe card. We swipe and then we enter into the building. Why is that? Because the organization knows and wants only specific people inside, not everyone. Because if it gives entry to everyone, it will become a mob. It will not be an organization. So we have to keep these filters, these sorting options on every time. Otherwise, we'll be losing time, and we will also let the unnecessary information and junk. Yes, yesterday when I was going through a reel, the person had said the same word, information junk, over there. Whether it's the soft media or the hard newspapers, all the OTT platforms, all the social media platforms, there is a lot of junk. But try to put filter. If you see, all of them have the filter. If you go through the OTT platform, it shows a filter like what you want to watch, what genre you want to watch. To make that filters and sort and then take the information. What happens? If you have the filters and sorting on, you will be looking at the information what you want. First thing. And second thing, whether it does serve you any purpose or not, that will be clarified. And why you need it and how badly you need it, that determines the priority. And your day, your time will be fulfilled, satisfied. You will be accomplishing the things on time. That's what gives us happiness. Because we are able to take the decision. The clarity gives the decision. That decision makes you more goal oriented. More purposeful full life will be achieved by those decision making. Hope you will keep applying filters and sortings to what you want, why you want, how you want, and when you want. Take care.